Hi, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge large outdoor wall sconce called the Olympus. This is the 30-2403. This is the glass for it. There are two other sizes that are smaller than this, and I have the glass for them right here. Gives you a great opportunity to see the different sizes together kind of in one place, just using the glass as far as ratios go. This is 23.5 inches overall height, and that's the distance from the bottom of the fixture to the very top. 11.3 inches wide, so it's a pretty good width. Projection from the wall going out is 7.6 inches, and the mounting height, that's the distance from the bottom of the fixture to the middle of the junction box, middle to the fixture, is coming in at 11.8. So the backplate on this is 23.5 by 7.8. The backplate on this is also going to be slightly has a box in the back of it, and the way I can show that to you is just look at the picture next to me. It's a different fixture, but it uses the same back setup. And what they do is they kind of make a lip around the back of it, all the way around the back, allowing this to be kind of hollow against your building. That's going to let you run wires from different places. Even though that's a mounting height right in the middle, you'll still have more that you can do back there because of that. And a little tidbit is when you are putting this against your building, you're going to be obviously cutting out a block of some kind, and you're going to be putting this against that block, and that block's going to go into your shingles, it's going to go into your clapboards, whatever exterior you guys have. Run a clear bead of silicone around it, and you want to do that to keep moisture from getting into the back of this. The fixture will be fine, but what happens is it can get into your house itself or your building. It can cause some rust stains to come down. You don't want to do that. So a little clear bead of silicone is going to be your best friend. And that's going to be in the installations instructions. And where you see those, if you look over on the side of the screen, midway down you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. Open that up for me. It's going to show you everything about it. It's going to show you how the glass just slips down over the fixture. It's a closed top, so nothing's going to get in. Very, very thick glass, so it's very sturdy and hardy against extreme weather. Wind just goes around it without a problem. Hail hitting the top of it. I don't think I've ever sold any replacement glass to people who talked about hail hurting these things. So they are very, very, very tough. Okay, let's hop into what's going on inside of this. It's going to be using a medium base socket, which is a very easy socket we all grew up with. Just screws right in, nothing special about it. You can go up to 100 watts for incandescent if you want to stick with incandescent bulbs of our past. If you want to go LED, the only limit is the bulb has to be able to get into the piece of glass. This glass is 16.73 inches tall, and it's 5.31 inches in diameter. That's super big. You can put an A20 in that, and these A20s easily come in 100 watt equivalents. I have found these in 150 watt equivalents easy. If you need an extreme amount of light, maybe you're going to be using these outside a restaurant or something like that, you can find 200 watt equivalent LEDs, and they will fit inside this without a problem. So take advantage of all that kind of stuff if you guys can. Anyway, moving on from there, why don't we talk about the color of light coming out of LEDs. I talk about it in every video. When you look at LEDs and you look at the color of the light coming out of them, it's going to be a spectrum, and it starts at 2700 Kelvin. That is going to be super yellow. And the other extreme is going to be what's called daylight. And daylight sounds warm, but it's not warm. Daylight is, think of a hospital waiting room light. That's going to be that kind of white bluish light that you see on a overcast, bright day outside. Sometimes you have to wear sunglasses when you're doing that, just because the blue light can affect your eyes. But anyway, that's going to be daylight. That's 4,000, 5,000, 6,000. Some people will use that in commercial settings because the most lumens will come out of that as far as the most light coming out of a bulb. But in the middle of all that is called warm white. And warm white's going to be that nice, warm, incandescent type of light. That's 3,000 Kelvin. That's what we use in our showroom in all of our fixtures because it mimics an incandescent bulb, but it gives a lot of great lumens and a lot of great light coming out of it. So that would be kind of what I would expect. If you're going to be using this in a situation, let's say you're using it on a porch, a screened-in porch, or a porch or on a pool, and you want to dim it down, you can dim it. It's a dimmable fixture without any problem at all. So my choice on this, same as my choice on the other sizes that I talked about in the other videos, which you should watch for each of these sizes, is going to be a 3,000 Kelvin, probably 100 watt equivalent, dimmable if you can get it. I can get them everywhere. I found them at Walmart without any problem. I found one just like this, and that was a dimmable 3,000 Kelvin warm white, and it was very inexpensive, and I think I got it in a 4-pack. So I want to touch on Hubbardton Forge's glass for just a second. Hubbardton Forge's opal glass is not just another piece of white glass. This is actually hand-blown glass. All of their glass is hand-blown. And to begin with, it's actually a clear piece of glass to start with. And they come in, they blow a second layer on the inside of white glass. Then they come back and they do a third step where they sandblast the entire outside. So you'll notice when you get these in your hands, they actually have layers of glass on them on the ends. You can see them on these two pieces. And it gives it this really soft, semi-transparent, kind of milky quality. It's a soft, glowing piece. Really, really pretty. You know, they're really obsessed about details at Hubbardton Forge, and a lot of people don't. I don't think they appreciate it out in the world, but you appreciate it because that's why you guys are here watching this video. There you go. Let's talk about something else. Same kind of idea. They only use aircraft-grade aluminum to make all of their outdoor lighting, and the reason they do that is because aluminum holds up better than any other material in harsh, extreme weather. When you go out and you're out in the world, look up and you'll see those jet airlines flying up there way above your head. They're all made out of aluminum for a reason, because it holds up beautifully, it welds beautifully, it doesn't rust, it's very light, and it's just the best material to use outside. So on top of that, they have developed these outdoor baked epoxy powder coats that can go over this and make them pretty much indestructible, and we're going to talk about that right now. So how they do this, you'll notice in the picture next to me, there's a picture of a woman, and she's actually shooting powdered finish at the fixture. And they take the fixture, let's say this is the fixture to begin with, okay? They wire it up with a wire here, a wire coming down. They run a small amount of electricity through it to make it positive. And what that does, it makes it attract everything around it. So when she's over there spraying little bits of powdered finish, what it's going to do, it's going to go over the entire fixture. It's going to get into every nook, every cranny, top, bottom, sides, the whole thing. They're going to take that fixture, they're going to put it into an oven. That's going to melt that down and make it into a hard epoxy shell. And it makes it, incredibly strong. Because they do this, and these things have been tested in these wind chambers where they have shot, salty seawater at them, basically, because that's what's going to happen on a beach, right? Where a lot of these things are going to end up. They had to really do that to make sure that they're going to hold up for you. And because they have done that, they offer the best warranty for the entire lighting industry. And you can see that over on the left-hand side of your screen. Limited lifetime warranty for residential use, and check it out, and it'll really make you feel better about their products. Okay. Moving on from there, why don't we talk about our showroom in Vermont. We have over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We actually have a What's on Display page on our website. It's over in the red tabs over on the left-hand side of your screen, so you can open up that and check it out. Showroom has also a clearance center. So clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's an amazing deal for you. It's returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. If you guys are going to come visit us, do me a favor, bring a big SUV, if you can, if you have one, only because the boxes are set up for shipping. Measure everything you can think of. So measure with a measuring tape, measure your ceilings, measure counters, tables, distances between junction boxes and things like ceilings, because if you're looking, you want to make sure when you're looking at these things that they're going to be able to be used by you for your needs, okay? And then also bring an iPad. If you guys are doing a project and you have a tablet laying around at home, take pictures with that. Take pictures, and you can bring that tablet in, and we can go through all those pictures together and look and see what you guys are doing, and I can help you out on that, okay? So when you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont, and we're the only dealer with 90-day returns and no restocking fees. No one else does that. Some larger items, generally big things on pallets, and custom things are going to be non-returnable. We'll always tell you that on the page for it, so just keep your eyes peeled for that. And then on top of all that, we offer a rush program. So in order for you to get all of these different finishes, Hubbardton Forge doesn't stock. It takes generally about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. We can cut that time in half, and it is super, super inexpensive. A lot of people don't even know about it. If you want to know about it, the best thing to do is just drop me a quick email, sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. You can also call 802-446-2400 during business hours. And so I'm here every day except Sunday, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time if you guys want to talk to me. And then you can email us 7 days a week at sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. So I think that kind of wraps things up on this. You guys have any questions at all, let me know. Thank you for stopping in today. Take care. Bye-bye.